Hey, what's going on? It's Musicians Force the Podcast with half of Harlem, Hayfield. I'm Mikey, that's Brandon, and as always, Hugh's behind the camera. And we were just talking before we started rolling about, dude, Brandon stays with me, right? And most evenings after work, like, he's up on his PlayStation. I'm downstairs on my PlayStation. We're playing different shit. So if you catch us in passing conversations, it sounds like mentally ill people.
Oh, yeah.
Where I'm like, I was climbing mountains and I found a big snake and then I traded it to a witch. And then he's like, and he'll be like, dude, that's crazy. I was in my gyrocopter going from this island getting bit on the ankle by a hammerhead shark.
And they're the worst, the hammerheads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're like, dude, that's nuts. I mean, isn't that Tuesday? And then we go on about our ways.
I mean, I caught up, but yeah, when you came out and Brandon just walked right past me and was like, I finally found my island. I was running out of gas, and I was just like, what the fuck is he talking?
We're taking long pauses in between a continuous conversation where we both know where we left off.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's funny.
But
actually,
to an outsider.
Because I forgot that I had told him earlier, like, I can't find my fucking island, man. Like, my home island, all my shit's gone. And he already knew all about it. When I came downstairs, I was like, I found it.
Yeah, I could see.
I was like,
so
that's
excited.
awesome, man.
Yeah.
I already know you're not insane. You're talking about something.
It did cost me my gyrocopter, actually.
Yeah.
It did. I crashed it in the ocean. And I had to swim to the nearest island. And then
damn hammerhead shark will
I had
get
some
you every time.
binoculars, and I was looking, and I was like, those cliffs look familiar. There's no way I'm actually that close to my island. So I swam for it.
What is your game called?
I'm embarrassed to even say this game is jank. It's old. It was a download on PlayStation Plus years and years ago called Stranded Deep, and it's basically kind of like Castaway. You just like a plane crash, and then you're swimming in the ocean, and you got to find the nearest island. And when you get there, you have absolutely fucking nothing, and you just have to figure it out. That's what I love about it.
Mikey, swing your mic just a little bit out because when you're turning toward him, it's yeah, like that. It'll be in your face a little bit, but yeah.
So that game's kind of like
It's a face worth blocking.
He's on what's the name of the game you're playing right now?
Crimson Desert.
Crimson
I've
Desert.
been
So
stuck on that.
He's on. This is like the same thing, kind of like a survival or like it's open world. You
Yeah,
can just
exploration,
go do
sandbox.
whatever. His is fucking brand new, and like you can do all kinds of shit on that one. But I'm just stuck
pretty
on this
wild.
old one.
Yeah.
I was watching you go through that with when I was setting up for the live stream.
Oh
and,
yeah,
like,
my lunch hour, I was just like, I just feel like climbing mountains, and I was like, you're full on Sly Stallone cliffhanger type shit.
Yeah. You were talking about getting cocky with your island, being like, I'll remember my way back.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Did you ever?
Well, what happened was a couple of days ago, I built this gyrocopter, and I was excited. I've built them before on this game, so I know how they run and shit. But like, I was like, I'm going it far, far away. I'm gonna go to some way far islands I've never been to before, and I'm just gonna track the islands as I go, so I know where I'm at. And then, which I'm pretty good at. I've been playing this game for years. So I go way the fuck away on, edge of the world on this game. And I created a new save point on that island. I did some shit, collected some things. I was like, all right, cool. I got enough stuff. I'm going to go back. And so I saved it to that island. And then something happened, and I shut it down, and I left, like went back to work or whatever. And then realized I hadn't played it for like 2 or 3 days. And when I turned it back on, I was like, oh, I saved this on a different continent and like days ago, and I have no idea how to get back now. So I've been searching for my home.
But didn't you still have your gyrocopter?
Yeah, I had it then. But here's the problem. When I took off with my gyrocopter, I only had so much fuel. So yeah, and you can't just make fuel in this game. You got to build a fuel still boiler. You got to have all kinds of shit. And so, like, I'm way far away on this, Gilligan's Island, way far away. I don't have any of the shit I need to build this thing. My only fuel still boiler is on my island.
That's a bummer, man.
Yeah, I literally have to like set up shop where I was at and stay there for like a month, in real world month.
Oh God.
Yeah, to get to where I could make fuel.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Like, that got me thinking, like, I know you've spend a lot of your time out in the woods and out on lakes fishing and stuff. Anytime we would go on vacation to it was always like a man-made lake somewhere, in the like the Ozarks or in Kentucky or whatever. And so we would always my dad would obsess over the map and be like, okay, we're staying in this little cove, and he'd be looking at all the here's where there's good crappie fishing or whatever. And so we'd always we'd rent a pontoon and we would get real cocky, like, all right, I can see the cabin from the shore. Now we're taking a left at this island. And so I'll remember that tree there. That'll, and immediately it all just closes together. And now it's one fucking horizon.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh no.
I need an adult.
The thing about turning left on an island is that no matter where you're at or on the outside of the island, you can turn left.
It'll eventually be the right.
You know what I mean? Like when you're out in open water like that, like you really need landmarks. Real landmarks. Because the fucking island's the circle, and yeah.
Well, our problem was just we would go past so many, because the lake wouldn't even be that huge. It would just be filled with enough little islands on it where, are we, comparing it to Lake Decatur, we'd be way opposite basin and be like, okay, I think it's right across from this island. It's like, no, man, you're like,
you talk
some
about
random, was it tributary? I'm trying to remember my geology class from 7th grade.
Yeah. You talk about Ozarks, that's a Lake of the Ozarks is huge. And when I was younger, we, growing up, we used to go there all the time. You can really get lost on that Lake of the Ozarks.
Yeah.
That lake is gigantic.
I can't remember. Did I, what do you, Bears news?
A tributary is a stream or river that flows into a larger river or body of water.
Nice.
You were chilling in the tributaries. Lyric. That's a lyric. Write it down.
Have I talked about the boat snafu with my parents on this podcast?
I don't know if you have on the podcast.
I ain't heard about a snafu.
I remember Mikey was asleep one time in the car when we were going through West Virginia or something, and you were talking about.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's relevant to the lake shit. Whenever we'd go on vacation, my dad loves fishing, and so the rest of us were like, oh yeah, we're into it, but we weren't as gung ho as him. So
right.
he'd have a hard time getting us up at the crack of dawn, to really go out and get the good fishing. And so one year it was Father's Day, fell on vacation, and so we were we made it a point we're all getting up on Father's Day morning, and we're all going out with Dad and going fishing.
It's gonna make his year.
Yeah, and so the night before,
your mom was the fuel behind that.
Oh yeah, she was.
I could just see her
treating. Yeah.
Get your asses up. Who was your father?
Yes. And and then after that, you guys, I think, have had it at our house now. She calls it her Viking breakfast. Where it's just just a big ass plate. So
yes, please.
Yeah. So she was just like, we're gonna go out fishing, and then we're gonna come back. I'll make big ass breakfast. We're like, cool. And so the night before, me and my brother are up playing cards or whatever. My parents are sitting out on the dock, having some beers and fishing off the dock. And the next morning, we all get up, and my brother's just he's not having it. He's like, I don't want to sleep. And so, now my parents are all pissed off, and we end up leaving. My mom's just like, fine, you disappoint your father. And it wouldn't be the last time. So me and my parents go out, and so we're fishing. We're having a good time. John's snoozing away at the cabin. And it's finally, starting to get warm enough, and, we're getting hungry, and we're kind of hot, and we're like, all right, let's, and we've floated out, we're on a 24-foot pontoon, and we're just kind of letting the boat drift.
Ride.
Yeah, just kind of taking our time, taking it easy. And so we can see the cabin from where we're at, and my dad goes to start the engine up, and it ain't engineing. And we're like, what the hell? And my parents realized they had left the lights on all night because they had the lights on the boat. Later, they were hanging out. I think they were listening to the radio or whatever, and they were like, "Fuck, the battery's dead." And so me and my dad are like, "All right, well, there's got to be some paddles or something."
Yeah.
And so we go under one of the seats, and there was one oar, a single wooden oar, and I'm like,
take
You
turns.
gotta be fucking kidding. So me and my dad were kneeling in the front of this pontoon, and I would take a few swipes to the left and then hand my dad the oar, and he would take a few swipes. And so we were just slowly zigzagging
Yeah.
our way. And then, like, you know, I'd be like, all right, here, take a break, Dad. And I would, you know, kind of scoot back and forth. And so we just piddle our way back, and we're finally like kissing land, like, oh my God, thank you.
No shit.
And we get up to the house, and my brother's just like, where you guys been? I'm hungry. My mom was just like, don't you even fucking start with me. That should have been you on your knees on the front of the boat with your brother instead of your dad's back busting his ass to get home on Father's Day.
That's terrible.
And he was just like, he's looking at me, and he's just like, yeah, fuck you. I didn't have to do any of that shit.
Damn, man.
Man, that would be another good place to have one of those jumper packs. Like we keep in the car.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hey, touring, if you're a touring band or if you're a musician on the road and you're watching this, word of advice, keep a battery jumper pack in your car and a fucking tire inflator, like an air compressor.
Yeah.
Good God, they'll bail you out of some jams. This has been Mikey's Advice Corner. Ding.
We also, I think we probably use those packs more for other people. Like, I mean, yes, keep them for yourself for sure, but like,
dude, it's so nice. I've done it, I don't know how many times, a dozen, where if you see somebody needs a jump, you don't have to move your car around and which side is my battery on and blah, blah, blah. You're like, I got you. Hold on. You just plug it in. Let it run for a minute. Okay, good.
we've done that on the road 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can remember myself. For other people.
We're just good Samaritans like
well,
that.
yeah,
We are.
You know.
And we're like, you're going to buy tickets to the next show. And they're like, well, you guys are traveling through. You're from like 5 hours from here. And we're like, it'd be a shame if all your fucking tires got slashed.
Yeah.
I mean, the last time it happened was
Set
at
the pump to deflate.
at a dispensary in some
Oh,
state
yeah, I
somewhere.
remember that.
Yeah, yeah.
That was in Michigan, right?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a run up
Ladies,
to Herb.
Her that was we were on the road or something. That wasn't we weren't just going up there for that.
Yeah. I think,
No, I think we were coming back from the cabin.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yep. I remember that.
Man.
Lady's car died and cabin's coming up.
Are you still trying to go see Record Company?
No, because we don't have our show now. We had a show in Grand Rapids that got
that's
canceled.
true.
And we were going to be there the same time as the record company. And but now since that's canceled, I'm not messing with it.
Whatever. If Chris Voss texts you, he'd be like, I'll get you guys backstage.
If he
Come on.
texted me back and said, hell yeah, then I'm going for sure.
Fuck yeah.
But
What day are they playing up there?
I don't remember.
It's
right,
like
it's right
Wednesday
then. Yeah.
is like the day before the cabin. So
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe Kels will come calling.
yeah, there you go.
Could be.
Yeah.
I mean, I emailed her.
Yeah.
You know.
And we got a bunch of comments on the Instagram. So
Right.
you never know. All you can do is what you can do.
Anyhow, so
Anywho. Man, hold on. God damn,
Yeah,
that's more
just
more
let it-
sensitive than usual.
You keep setting it down. You're
You
like,
gotta-
hold on, let me try it again.
you got to give it one of these.
Oh, look at you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Earlier this week, holy fuck. It sounded like the beginning of Law and Order. Dong dong bong bong.
All right, go ahead. Sorry.
We went to the store and we were buying some plants, and we had the dog with us, and this old lady was
Wait a minute. You guys took your dog somewhere? All right, go ahead.
So we're browsing around the plants with the dog, and this older lady is just like, oh my God, I used to have a dog just like him, but my son, he's tall, he's like 7 feet tall, and that dog jumped out of his hands, and so broke her leg. So we took her to the vet, and they had to amputate the leg, and so that was all fucked up. And then they ended up having to take another leg. He was good though, but then the one time I let him outside, and the kids across the street kicked him to death.
Jesus Christ.
All right, have a good day. And I was just like, what the fuck?
You can't
just
do that.
Happened?
Wow.
Can't do that.
Yeah, she was just like, oh yeah, the kids across the, and like Elida's standing there just with her jaw on the floor, like,
Yeah.
oh, and she just moved on with her day.
I was telling.
Wow.
We had Blaine.
Blaine
over last-
Harshbarger.
Yeah, we had him over last night, and his brother Shane.
Mm-hmm.
And me and Shane were talking about my joint custody dog. You know, I was like, it works because if we're gone on the weekend, she ain't got to be by their house, but by herself at the house. But no, that guitar was dope.
Oh
Yeah, that was a Beard Resonator, and the one he brought over here was like their super duper fucking
Custom.
top of the line custom shit that he built him. Well, he builds the bodies.
Yeah.
But he works for Beard. And, you know, I didn't realize that Beard was as big as a name as it is. Like, I was showing him dobro resonator players that, you know, I know of. And I was like, check this guy, Andy Hall. You know, he's the infamous string duster. He goes, oh, yeah, he's on our roster. You know, he's one of our guys. He shows me a picture of him on the website. And I'm like, no fuck.
You're literally following people who play his instruments.
Yeah, actually, the video I showed him, he was like, yeah, that's one of our guitars. We built that one. It's like, you know, check this out.
That's fucking crazy.
Holy shit. And then Jerry Douglas, another famous player. So, yeah. Anyway, apparently these Beard resonators are the shit. And
It sounded good.
the one I played last night was fucking awesome.
Yeah,
like,
it was.
We're gonna reset the neck. You know, I mean, that thing literally just got done Friday before I left.
Really?
So we think it needs to have the neck reset on it, and one of the frets needs to be lowered just a touch.
I wasn't expecting it to be as boomy as it was. Like playing it like a regular Dreadnought guitar, like just chords and strumming, you know, or even finger picking. You wouldn't expect a resonator to be able to play like that. So it's set up like a standard acoustic.
What does Dreadnought mean? I've never heard that in guitar terms.
It's just the shape. It's like a you know, the way a standard acoustic looks without a cutaway.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like got the two little
The double bubble.
Yeah, double bubble. There you go.
That's a Dreadnought
That's
style.
a Dreadnought style.
Dreadnought sounds a lot more menacing than.
Sounds like kind of like a pirate term.
Yeah.
Dreadnoughts are pirate ships in my space game.
Yeah, it should be a ship.
Yeah, it's a pirate ship.
It was
Is
a
it
ship
really?
in one of the Star Trek movies
It
too.
is in my space game.
Really? Because it sounds like a ship.
Yeah,
Dreadnought.
the Dreadnought.
Yeah.
That's got to be an actual term for a ship, I think.
Yeah.
It sounds familiar.
I mean,
Yeah, look it
Dreadnought.
up.
I'm just gonna look it up. Yeah.
Dreadnoughts from Uranus.
I wonder if it's Dreadnought like nautical.
Naught.
Actually, so the
Give-
Dreadnought was a predominant type battleship in the early
at
20th
that.
There you
century.
go. Give
There you
that wiki article $1.
The Royal
But it's
Navy's
in-
HMS Dreadnought.
Nought.
Yeah, like donut.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dreadnought.
That looks like
Yeah,
that picture. Yeah, that's a Dreadnought.
yeah, that's a Dreadnought, not a little double
Not a
bubble guitar.
now look up Dreadnought guitar and see what kind of description it gives you or definition.
you're a fucking moron.
I was so busy typing that out.
You're
that
a stupid
I
idiot.
forgot what I was actually supposed to be looking up. What am I looking up again?
Fucking
Dreadnought guitar.
Dreadnought guitar.
Dreadnought anal surgery.
Dreadnought acoustic guitar.
Yeah, what does that mean? I bet it's not double bubble.
Yeah, it is. Well, sometimes there's a cutaway.
Okay, so there's one got it. That one has a cutaway.
Yeah.
Is that an actual Dreadnought though?
Let's see. This
Yeah.
one says it is a Yamaha Dreadnought cutaway
But
acoustic.
what's the definition?
Yeah, let's see here.
Let's give it a goog.
Give it a goog. Sponsored shit. I don't want sponsored shit. Dreadnought guitar type. Wikipedia again for the win. Flat top acoustic guitar.
That's it.
Developed by American guitar manufacturer Martin and Company.
CF Martin.
So yeah,
Okay.
it's a Martin type.
Developed by Gustav Dreadnought.
Okay, well,
At the time of its creation in 1916, the word dreadnought referred to a big gun modern battleship, like one. And so this guitar type came 10 years after the ship.
well,
There you
I know
go.
we've spent entirely too much time on this, but like, if you say Dreadnought like to a guitar player, it's shaped like that, and that's what they mean.
That's funny. I had no idea that there was like if you just told me picture a guitar, especially an acoustic guitar, like that's what I would pick.
That's the Dreadnought.
But I would have never in a million years if you would have said picture in your head a Dreadnought guitar, I'd be thinking a Flying V, some metal shit, you know,
Or
like
fucking Skull and Crossbones.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Timothy Dreadnought
And
made
then
some
like
waves.
a cutaway, you know, obviously has the
Yeah.
bottom part scooped out.
And I never knew what that meant. Like I've been learning so much.
That's
since
for
joining
like
the
playing
band.
leads, you know.
Yeah, it makes sense having a cutaway to be able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, the Beard guitars are fucking awesome, and I would actually, you know, he told me, and he does work in the custom shop, and he said that they do have deals because that guitar was like $7,000, and he told me that they have deals for people who are affiliated with, you know, record labels or whatever, and so he's gonna check that out and see what kind of deal, you know.
Man, we need to get you
I'd love to have
a
one.
sponsorship,
Love
Yeah,
to
for
have
sure.
one.
a motherfucking scholarship.
But like that Andy Hall from
Get him a
Infamous String
scholarship.
Dusters, like those guys they're like that middle ground Andy Frasco.
real deal.
Yeah. And so like it makes sense like why he would have a deal with them. So
Mm-hmm.
not me.
Not yet.
Someday.
Someday.
It reminds me of Hugh
Oh yeah.
in New York in the Mirror.
Hey, this is Hugh Sullivan, keyboardist for Harlem Hayfield, and since doesn't make any keyboard instruments that I can get an endorsement from, I figured I gotta get it somewhere else. So, even though I don't have dandruff, you know, when it comes to keeping myself fresh and clean, I use head and shoulders. Please send me some free shit. I need this. I mean, I got money, but it's for clout. I need an endorsement deal for something. God damn it. It's either this or fucking foot crack cream.
I got our chips here.
Yeah.
I got them color coded now.
Oh shit.
So yeah, these are the.
Which one's the $5?
I think we've talked about them before. So these little coins that I'll hand out if we're at a festival or a show or something. Like when we were at Blueberry Hill, there were so many people there. I was just like, here's a chip, here's a chip, here's a chip. That way, it's something that you can hold in your hand. It's not just like a little flimsy piece of paper, but it's got a QR code on the back.
Yeah.
And so for the longest time, I was just using the laser etcher on the back of it. But it's like a pain in the ass. You get everything lined up for the first side, and then you got to flip it over and make sure it's all lined up.
It's smart, man, because I mean, especially if you're in like a busy bar or something, people are just going to take it and throw it in their pocket.
Yep.
And then they're going to see it tomorrow and shit. I mean, I don't know. I would like to have a universal QR code that just solves everybody's problems. But what is that? Some people want to go straight to Spotify. Some people want a link tree thing where they got all their information.
Yeah, and that's the
I
thing,
don't
because
know
you
what-
can give
you
them a
just-
link tree, but then are people going to click a second time? You know, like sometimes,
Yeah, you
It's-
never know.
you know, you got to, but so the
I
reason
would.
I,
And I'm not the computer guy, so I'm just telling you.
you say you would or wouldn't?
I would. If it was
Yeah.
like, if it took me to Linktree or
Yeah.
whatever, and then all my options are in front of me,
Yeah.
then I'm just going to go where I wanted to go.
See, that's what I think. I think that's the way to go.
That's what I think too, but at the same time, like,
We've got to keep beacons.
yeah.
as
updated.
long as you can just do it by clicking.
Yeah.
As soon as you have to do anything else, I'm out.
But I'm saying, like, on social media, it's even easier because you're already on a site. And if you're scrolling through Facebook and there's a video that auto plays or there's a YouTube link, you see nobody's clicking that YouTube link. I mean,
Right.
you might, but the broad majority of people, if
Look
you
at the
post,
difference from when we post a YouTube link versus we upload the same music video
Yeah.
into Facebook or
Yeah.
Instagram or something like that.
It's like-
night and day difference.
Yeah. When in reality, like, all you have to do is just click the button. It's going to open another tab. But people are like,
No, they don't show it to people. Facebook limits how many people see that shit because they want to keep them on platform.
So what
It's
are you saying now?
Fucking
Hold on.
twisted and dumb.
What are you saying? Like,
I'm saying the average user for anything is lazy. So the fewer steps, even super easy steps,
for sure.
the better that you can remove. And so I'm gonna put the link tree up there. I'm gonna have 3 different versions of these chips. So right
Okay.
now I've got, since I'm no longer doing the laser on the back because it's a pain in the ass, and it's
Yeah.
easier and cheaper to do stickers on the back. So the front looks good,
Okay.
and the back I've got a little QR code stuck on there instead of being
Ah.
etched into it. Now that means I can have different QR codes for shit, and because I'm printing them, they can be color coded. Green is Spotify, red is YouTube, black will be the link tree, and now I can just spread them out and
Accordingly.
see what works. Or if I'm talking to somebody and I can literally say, you use Spotify. If they're like, yep, bam. Take
So
the
you
green
can
one.
track how many times people scan those QR codes.
Yes.
Okay. So you can see which ones are hitting.
Which ones people use, right? Okay. Well, it makes
Yep.
that is actually way more in depth than I think a lot of people would go, and it makes a whole lot of motherfucking sense.
Yeah, we can get some metrics from it.
Yeah. Real metrics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dig that.
I mean that could come down to just the color that you're using, if people want to scan it or not.
If I had one of
never know.
those, if you handed me one of those at a show, one of those little coins or whatever, someone like me, I'm probably never even clicking or never fucking scanning it at all. I just it's just cool. I just put it in my drawer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like I have a couple of those.
I've got drink tokens
yeah,
from
from
all
Golden
over.
Fox. I was just getting ready to say that.
I've got one from Erie, Pennsylvania.
I do
I'm not even going to use them.
Yeah, I just keep them because they're cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
I
I'll
dig it.
never those names of those places are in my mind forever.
Right.
Yep.
You know, because of that.
Yeah.
So those are great for all kinds of shit.
Mhm. Yeah.
And we got some new stickers on the way. So if you see Harlem Hayfield anytime soon, we'll have stickers on hand. Grab yourself one and subscribe. You don't get a sticker unless you subscribe.
Exactly. Go and wrap her up.
But yeah, so this has been Musicians Force Podcast from half of Harlem Hayfield. Mikey, Brandon, Hugh. We hope you like, comment, subscribe, share us with a friend, ask us a question, and we'll get to it in a future episode. And we'll see you next time. Peace.